Hi, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to look at another mystery case. Evidence in the Suzanne Morphew case.
The Colorado Bureau of Investigation announced that the remains of Suzanne Morphew, a missing mother from Colorado, were found over 3 years after her disappearance on May 10, 2020. These remains were uncovered during a search on September 22, 2023, and subsequently identified by the El Paso County coroner as belonging to Suzanne Morphew of Chaffee County on September 27, according to the agency's statement.
The charges were dropped
9 days prior to Barry Morphew's scheduled trial for the alleged murder of his wife Suzanne Morphew. Judge Ramsey Lama, on April 19, 2022, granted a prosecutor's motion to dismiss the charges against him without prejudice. This legal maneuver left the possibility open for the prosecution to refile charges at a later date. Following the dismissal, Barry Morphew, accompanied by his daughters, exited the Fremont County Courthouse a free man as all charges against him were dropped.
25-year marriage.
Suzanne and Barry Morphew both hailed from Alexandria, Indiana, where they met during their high school years. Suzanne, known for her popularity and amiable nature, crossed paths with Barry, a standout baseball talent drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays. Their relationship blossomed during Suzanne's high school years, leading to their marriage in 1994. Barry initially pursued a career in landscaping, while Suzanne worked as a school teacher before opting to focus on raising their 2 daughters, Mallory and Macy.
Suzanne and her daughters.
The Morphews relocated from Indiana to a residence near Salida, Colorado, reportedly to be closer to their eldest daughter, Mallory, who was pursuing her education in the area. Speculation swirled suggesting the move aimed to offer a fresh start amid Suzanne and Barry's purportedly tumultuous marriage.
Missing on Mother's Day.
In the early hours of May 10, 2020, Barry departed their Salida residence for a construction site approximately 150 miles away in Broomfield, Colorado. Meanwhile, Suzanne's daughters, returning from a camping trip, attempted to reach their mother to extend Mother's Day wishes but received no response. Concerned, Mallory contacted her father regarding the communication lapse. Barry, upon learning of the situation, requested a neighbor to check on Suzanne's whereabouts and her mountain bike's presence in the house. Upon discovering neither Suzanne nor her bike, Barry alerted the authorities. Instead of immediately returning home, Barry proceeded to deliver tools to his co-workers at a hotel where accommodations were arranged. He commenced his journey home later in the afternoon.
Investigators wonder staged.
A surveillance camera image captured Suzanne Morphew's mountain bike after its discovery by sheriff's deputies near the family's residence. Despite an exhaustive search, no clothing, blood, or signs of struggle were found near the bike. Additionally, Suzanne's helmet was located approximately a mile off Highway 50. These findings led investigators to entertain the possibility that the scene might have been manipulated, suggesting Suzanne may not have actually ridden her bike that fateful Mother's Day morning.
Mountain bike found.
A photograph depicting Suzanne Morphew's bike after its retrieval by investigators from a cliffside location was released. Suzanne, relatively new to mountain biking, had her helmet found days later approximately a mile from the original discovery site.
Extensive search efforts.
Upon learning of Suzanne Morphew's disappearance, a scuba diver, immersed in local waters, joined a community and nationwide effort to locate her. Led by local, state, and federal authorities, including the FBI and CBI, alongside volunteers, exhaustive searches were conducted across vast and rugged terrain. Despite these extensive endeavors, Suzanne's remains have yet to be discovered, leading authorities to presume her demise.
A spy pen leads to a shocking discovery.
10 days post her disappearance, investigators stumbled upon a peculiar spy pen within Suzanne Morphew's bedroom. To their surprise, recordings from the pen revealed Suzanne's intentions to incriminate her husband, Barry, in an affair. However, inadvertently, the recordings exposed her conversations with her secret lover. 6 months of investigation ensued before the lover, residing in Michigan with a family of 6, was identified. Despite being cooperative with authorities, he was cleared of any involvement in Suzanne's disappearance.
A love affair gives clues.
On May 9th, Suzanne and her lover exchanged numerous text messages, culminating in a selfie, which investigators deemed her final proof of life image. At 2:26 p.m., Barry, away on business, messaged Suzanne about his return, receiving no response. Investigators suspect his subsequent silence indicates his involvement in Suzanne's demise, possibly triggered by her affair. Deleted messages hint at underlying tensions, providing a potential motive for Barry's actions.
A sign of a struggle?
An image of a damaged door frame in the couple's bedroom raised questions of potential altercations. Barry Morphew, when confronted with the photo, denied knowledge of its origin, suggesting it may have resulted from an attempt to reach Suzanne post an alleged tranquilizer-induced struggle.
Cell phone records lead to chipmunk alibi.
Barry's erratic phone activity on May 9th was attributed to his claims of chasing chipmunks around the property. Investigators suspect this unusual activity coincided with Barry's pursuit of Suzanne post administering a tranquilizer.
Digital forensic examination of the vehicle revealed suspicious activity.
Contrary to Barry's claims of retiring early on May 9th, his truck's data showed it in reverse towards the residence later that night. This discrepancy in his timeline raised suspicions regarding his actions post his supposed bedtime.
A crucial piece of evidence.
The discovery of a plastic needle cap in the Morphew family's dryer became pivotal in the investigation. Prosecutors allege Barry used it to administer a tranquilizer to Suzanne, supporting their theory despite the absence of a functional tranquilizer gun or chemicals. Barry's defense refuted the significance of the cap, citing lack of direct evidence linking it to him and its uncertain time frame of placement.
The texts are evidence of a crumbling marriage.
A sequence of text messages exchanged between Suzanne Morphew and a confidant in the months and days preceding her disappearance unveils the strain within the Morphew marriage. Suzanne's messages convey her distress and apprehension towards her husband Barry. In one instance, she expresses, "I feel no peace when he's here and I would not feel safe alone with him." On March 25, 2020, Suzanne confided to a friend, "He won't speak of divorce," while on May 6, 2020, mere days before her vanishing, she wrote to Barry, "I'm done. I could care less what you're up to and have been for years. We just need to figure this out civilly."
Avid hunter and outdoorsman.
Displayed prominently in the Morphew household are deer heads, reflective of Barry Morphew's passion for hunting and the outdoors. When confronted by investigators about the discovery of a tranquilizer dart fired in or near the house, Barry attributed it to his illegal hunting practices, involving tranquilizing deer to harvest their antlers. He admitted to disposing of tranquilizer darts around his property.
Multiple debris removal.
On the day Suzanne Morphew was reported missing, surveillance footage captured Barry Morphew disposing of trash at various locations in Broomfield, Colorado, while purportedly in town for work. Barry claimed he habitually disposed of trash in accessible containers to avoid landfill fees. However, investigators suspect these actions were attempts to conceal evidence.
Scratch marks.
Photographs taken by investigators 3 days post Suzanne Morphew's disappearance reveal scratch marks on Barry Morphew's hand, corroborating the prosecution's narrative of a physical altercation preceding her demise.
Arrested and imprisoned.
Almost a year following Suzanne's disappearance, Barry Morphew was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and other offenses, despite Suzanne's body never being recovered. Prosecutors assert that Barry's inability to control Suzanne's desire to leave led to her demise, likening his behavior to his history of hunting and exerting control.
Standing by his father's side.
Maintaining his innocence, Barry Morphew pleaded not guilty to all charges and was released on bail on September 20, 2021, with steadfast support from his daughters, who have consistently attended his court hearings.
A new twist: mysterious DNA.
Investigators unearthed the mysterious male DNA within Suzanne Morphew's Range Rover, linking to unsolved sexual assault cases in Tempe, Phoenix, and Chicago. Barry Morphew's legal team intends to pursue civil litigation, alleging prosecutorial misconduct regarding withheld DNA evidence.
Pretrial motions.
In a series of pretrial motions, Barry Morphew's defense demanded severe sanctions against the prosecution for failure to disclose potentially exculpatory evidence. Judge Lama imposed stringent penalties, including barring several expert witnesses, citing a pattern of negligence and disregard for disclosure rules by the prosecution.
Thanks for watching. Write your opinion in the comments. Subscribe to our channel not to miss the next mystery story from real life.